Alright, I think this thing is going. Let's go ahead and put something in the chat. Yo. And what we're going to do, shrink this bad boy, swing him on over here, get that all aligned. Little pop-out chat box. We're going to put this right here, just in case my 2 subscribers come and check me out. We're then going to make this full screen. And there we go. We have officially started. Thank you so much. If you're watching this later in time, because I know that these are going to just post to my, they're going to post to my channel, whether I like it or not. So hopefully we get some good games. So we're going to play casual games, but the rating range, only people that are worse than me. What the heck is this? Okay, we're going to play up to 1900 all the way down until 400. We're going to get rid of chess 960, only standard, no rapid, submit this. And so what we're basically going to be doing here, I suppose I'll just kind of sit here until I see one person join. Maybe I'll send a little quick message to somebody and tell them to join. We'll see if my boy joins me. He absolutely crushes me. And I need your help, bro. Can you see if my stream shows up in the shorts feed or if it shows up like somewhere else? And how do I edit this thing? Ideally, what I want to see pop out dashboard. We'll stick that there. Get it to load. Yes, bro, please. Yes, bro, please try to find out if it's posted in the YouTube Shorts feed. That's what I'm trying to fix here. I used hashtag shorts. And we shrink this little guy. We'll go ahead and put that somewhere. I still haven't completely figured out. 3 monitors would really be the game changer here. So, okay. We've already been going for 3 minutes. We got 5 viewers. All of a sudden, I think it's time we hop into some chess. Is this thing automatically, like, refresh? Alright, we're just going to X out of this one. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hop into the chess in just a moment. We'll go ahead and start this game. If you guys could put something, anything in the chat, that would be absolutely legendary. And so we're facing an 1830. We're going to give this guy's profile just a quick gander before we hop into the madness. And we're going to see what type of chess player is this. He's got some question marks in his name. So hopefully I'll be able to just absolutely destroy him. And what we're going to go for is the Alien Gambit. Oof. I believe that we still go for it. We still are going for the Alien Gambit. It's okay. Unfortunately, the Gambit doesn't work anymore because the queen... Ooh, my mouse is dying. We're going to slide out of here. We want to draw the king forward, not the bishop. So he completely just avoided all of the gambiting lines. And so it looks like we're just going to have a normal game of chess. Where my mouse is yet again dying, bro. I need to get a new mouse. This thing sucks. I need one that actually charges. What's up, Easton? I think we're going to try to bring this bishop. Man, I'm probably not going to be able to play like fast time controls because my mouse is acting super duper laggy. And let's just castle opposite. I'm anticipating that he's going to castle this way. I think we're going to jump my knight to the middle of the board. Potentially, we capture. Capture. These moves actually are not terrific, but we're going to make it work. So we have traded the queens. This guy is hanging. This guy is also sort of hanging, but I think we're going to just take the time to double up the rooks on the only open file in the position. Seems like a good plan to me. We've opposite side castled, but we have also definitely traded the queen, so there's most likely not going to be any crazy checkmate. We're going to have to draw this one into some sort of an endgame. Very reasonable move by our opponent right there. What does that actually accomplish? I don't really know. I don't have a huge amount of options with this bishop. And oh man, my mouse is definitely liggity lagging. Make sure my audio is good and everything. Yeah, I think we're chilling. Okay, I didn't actually mean to play that move. I'm never sure what to do with my mouse, bro. It like always sucks. After this, I've decided I'm gonna just buy a new mouse because this thing lagging and causing problems is just not what I need. I can get a new mouse for like $6. So generally, I'm realizing this knight over here sucks. My bishop was actually not doing a whole lot over here. We are kind of going into an endgame situation. So that was fancy. That was fancy. Well, I'm going to get hit with this check. So I think we're going to go with activity overall. He's going to hit us with a check. We're going to step up. He can hit us with yet another check. We step up again. His knight goes to the middle of the board. We trade, and that kind of leaves me a little vulnerable. But in a dream world, I trade this and am able to like scoot my rooks around somehow. Like, so I'm also attacking this pawn and threatening the double up idea. So definitely I'm going to lose this pawn with check. Probably stepping up or stepping over. I'm not really sure which one's better. I guess stepping over traps the knight in a way. Yeah, actually, so like, okay, so you trade this. Obviously, I have to trade back. If he hits us with the check, I step here. And then your knight has no retreating squares. This knight also sucks. I would love to bring my knight. But I don't think that this is going to be a situation forever. So we're just going to get him out of there. Okay, my rook is just a tad bit flimsy here in the middle of the board. But I think getting my knight active is going to be the most important thing in this situation here. How do we feel about this? Defending against all of these ideas. So we can do like... I can also attack the knight. I can also attack this rook first. But then he just kind of jumps in. But then I'm threatening this. I think we're playing this first. I'm just hoping and praying for some sort of an attack. We attack this knight? We attack the knight jumps in. We attack this knight again, he takes this pawn. We capture here, he captures back, I capture here, he hits us with check, I step up, he hits us with this check. This is a passed pawn. This is a knight defended on a beautiful square, so this knight can definitely like get in. I could just defend as well. No, that attacks this. He jumps in and it's sort of... I guess what I'm trying to envision here... Okay, so he just wants to immediately attack this pawn. Please don't let my mouse die. I hit here, he hits us with a check. I step over. Capture, capture. I think let's just go for this. He could go back here. Would actually be a good square for his knight. If he gets too involved with this knight, I fear that he's not going to have a lot of escaping squares. So like even something like this sucks. This sucks. So I think Oh, he can't go here. My pawn defends it. What is his knight going to do? Back to here? I mean, then he's got another defensive piece. Yeah, that makes a fair amount of sense. We can just push forward, right? What do I want to do? Capture, capture, capture. Check up. Take here. I think I can maybe just go up a pawn here. We grab this. Knight is defended by this rook, so that's just something to kind of note. He can jump in here, attacking this pawn, but I can push forward. I can also push forward and defend my 2 protected pass pawns over here. Okay. So we're going to tickle this guy. 21 seconds, so I definitely need to step up the pace. I'm up a pawn. He wants to attack this pawn. And your knight is very, very sketchy. We step here. This check doesn't work. We step back here. You can pin this guy. I could defend like this first. Because then I've got this and then this. I lose on time. I'm so horrible. What? I can just capture, bro. I can just capture. Absolutely terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's see what my friend Isaac said about this whole... Fuck. He said he couldn't even find my stream. Well, it definitely says that I'm streaming. I'm still getting used to all of this stuff. We'll create a game, or will we not? I don't want to play 5 minutes. It seems like too much time. We'll stick back to the basic 3+2. That seems to be what the cool kids are doing. So we'll rock with the 3+2. Pre-move c6, because that's what we do out here. Go ahead and just put our pawns in the center. We're going to develop this light square bishop so that we can put our pawns all on light squares. Now all of my pawns are on light squares, and my bishop is outside of this pawn chain. Develop this knight. Seems like we're going to have a symmetrical structure on this side of the board. And then this pawn push is kind of something that I'm thinking about. So he wants to defend against it. So I think I'm going to take this time to bring my queen to reinforce this pawn push. We are then going to go for it. If he captures, I capture, he captures, I capture. So that's not going to work. We have reinforced this. We then go ahead and get my bishop developed. Let's just trade this off. And it's probably about time I bring my knight. I think we're both getting ready to castle, and we just have a game of chess on our hands. He could castle this way, I suppose, and then just have like a double. Okay, we're going to just trade this. Don't really love the idea of him ruining my pawn structure over here, so what if we, like, try and come up with something clever? I can't really move this, because then he takes this pawn, but then I come here. Then what? He comes out, I take here. And then we're both going to castle this way. I think we're going to do this. Capture, capture. Bishop goes somewhere where he won't get captured, but then I take this pawn. With my knight here applying pressure to this. So that would be a fork. Once my rook arrives here, then this is a fork if my knight can get to that square. So he could just like kick me out. And that would probably be a fairly decent move. Then I step back and he ruins my pawn structure. It is what it is. Also, I'm not so sure, like, what's this battery actually doing? Like, this pawn is in the way, so we need this pawn to move to apply this check. He could just castle. Could he not? Then I attack. Then he attacks. Okay, so he kicks me out first. This is hanging after I move. I don't know if I see anything better. Let's just, hopefully we get this little trade here. And so what that's going to do for us is it's going to get rid of this dark square bishop for my knight and ruin my pawn structure. But I would prefer that, actually. He can grab my dark square bishop anytime he wants. Okay, so let's just simplify some stuff. Seems like we're getting a little bit carried away with all these tactics, and I've wasted a considerable amount of time absolutely not accomplishing anything. His queen is looking over here. If he castles this way, let's just have a game of chess, my friend. His knight can also arrive here, which is not super fun for anybody. So you just want to go for the attack. I see. We're going for this. You can't even push immediately. Yes, this pawn storm seems scary, but I'm going for this pawn push. Where if you capture, I get in. So we're going for this. This pawn is also defended. We're going to take with check. Yes, you can get this, but I'm pushing forward. We hit him with another check? Are you kidding me, bro? Check again? Okay, I get into the position with this check. I mean, that seems to be a very, very powerful move. We're going to go for it. You can go here. I'm also attacking this pawn, but... So I'm up a pawn. Something I could just do is bail out into a winning endgame. So boom, boom, boom. Capture, capture. Could I grab this pawn? This attacks the rook, actually. This, check. I think we're going to go for this. There's no checkmate or anything, right? I would be able to just get a check here. And this is a really scary check. Because, like, what are you doing? Hiding over here? And then not only that, the king is in the way of this rook sliding over to this file, so this pawn is defended. So if he does capture, like, worst case scenario, I slide all the way back. So he wants to go for this? Really, bro? Going for this. Here, here. Challenge the queens. Let's do it. This is defended. I've got the open file. We challenge the queens. The checkmate here is defended by the queen and the rook. First of all, the queens are looking at each other, so he's kind of got to go somewhere. But in that time, I might be able to figure out a way to get my... Like, is it really just that simple? Do I go for something like this? Cool. Here, 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 here. King somewhere, and then I take, and then it's kind of just equal, no? So I think we want to hang on. I'm up 3 pawns, so all I really need to do is just, like, trade some stuff more or less equally. We go here. I've got 33 seconds. Oh, my goodness. He attacks my queen yet again. We slide all the way back. Is he going for this? Something like freaky like that? Jesus. How do I defend against this? I lose my knight? That's never fun. We're going for something. I'm so scared. This knight is in just a beautiful, beautiful position. And then I am so lost. We give this check. The knight has to take. Which check is better? This check? I feel like bringing this one first makes sense. It wasn't. That was not the right check. I'm just so lost. No way to defend. Ugh. Chess is so hard, bro. That was not fun. Junk work account. Bro, you smoked me on your junk account. Man, I was up 3 pawns. All I had to do is not just let him just get this huge attack. Like, looking back here, we got this pawn. What should I have done? The difference would have been made right here. Force the queen trades. Trade, trade. I win the game. I win the game. I can't believe I let that happen. I'm sorry for everybody watching. That was definitely a large miscalculation on my behalf. You know what? I'm done playing people with question marks in their name because they're not real people. New opponent. People that have the question marks, you know, I feel a little bit weary around them for whatever reason. It's like, bro, like if you have a chess account, play one rated game every, 25 games and you're good to go. That's essentially what I do. The majority of the games that I play are all unrated because I don't like worrying about my elo going up and down. Definitely if I'm like streaming and I'm trying to respond to people or like whatever. Okay, capture. Check. If the knight comes, cool. If the bishop comes, we trade. I think we're going to just go for this pin. He could kind of like push. I think probably defending would make sense. Pinning us would make sense. I might go this way to like solidify this because this pin actually comes with a threat of this pawn pushing forward. Because that's like an absolute pin, so that would totally get me. GG's, Kips. It's okay. It's not okay. I had no excuse to lose that game, bro. I literally just let him like apply pressure, and I moved all of my pieces to the wrong side of the board, and then even queen g4, is that what it was? It was either g4 or the other way around, and it was b5, I guess. I should have given the check with the queen first, then brought the rook with these arrows. I don't even remember if I was playing white or black. Let's go ahead and play this move. And one of the reasons that I lose a lot of games is I try and be like overly aggressive. Like right now I'm thinking like, how can I like opposite side castle and attack this guy? And I'm far better at just like playing games of chess where I like go to have a simple, easy position and then just win in an endgame. And so I guess you guys will see if you continue to watch. Like if I castle same side, I feel like my odds of winning are so much higher than if I castle opposite. Opposite makes a cooler, more exciting game. Castling same side brings it to an end game where the time gets low and we basically play like an end game with 30 seconds each, and I feel like I'm very, very strong in those. So we're gonna just castle. Hopefully he just castles. Then I think it's probably time we do something with my queen. I suppose we're a little bit worried about this, because like if I jump forward and he takes and I take back, my queen is undefended after all of something like this. Boom, 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 boom. I guess the pawn would be in the way, but he's also got this. We're gonna just step back. We're not even gonna think about it. Yo, Kyle. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no excuse losing that game. No excuse. I was up 3 pawns. All I had to do was trade the queens. You missed it, but there was a moment where I was like, should I grab this pawn? I don't remember if I was playing black or white, but there was a pawn essentially on b7, and I had a queen trade here on d6, the check, which would have forced the queen trade. And I was like, should I trade the queens and go into an endgame, or should I grab an extra pawn and be greedy? I grabbed the extra pawn, and you punished me for it. So probably let's just trade this first. I guess you can trade here and attack my queen, but then I attack you and attack your queen. And if you take my queen, I take your queen. You take my rook, and I'm just losing. But we're going to wiggle our way out of this one, because I'm pretty sure this chain of captures is going to result in me losing this bishop and him losing this pawn. Or he just captures and I jump to the middle. Hopefully he spends a little bit of time thinking about it, because now he's got 56 seconds. Okay, so we are going to jump over here. This guy was being attacked. He steps back. Let's go for this trade. And the faster we can rush this into a little bit of an end game where we have some bullet going on, the better I feel. So we're going to do this. Pawns clumped together. This pawn push is almost imminent. We're going to step back and attack it. If he pushes again, we go right back to where we were. If he launches forward, man, I don't want to have to put my little guy in the corner. So, okay, so he's going for this pawn push. So what if I push forward first? Capture, capture. I think we're going to just go for it. That also takes away these ideas. But bringing the rook over this way is probably going to be the next course of action. So that attacks this pawn. We attack. You go back. I push. This is defended by the queen. This is also a fork, so that's just definitely not a lot of fun for me. Let's push. Oh my god, the fork. Jesus, bro. I'm so bad at chess. Inexcusable. And I got nowhere cool, essentially, to put my queen, so we're just going to allow this. And we're going to fight back from an absolutely losing position. And he can kind of force me to jump back with this knight, because jumping forward, what does that accomplish? I get hit again, and then I'm really trapped. So if he pushes this pawn and gets it here, what am I really doing with my life? Going here? Okay, we're going to take. We've got a little wall of pawns in front of my queen. Love it. He's got this sacrifice right here, where he can grab this pawn because I can't capture back because I'll lose my queen. Of course, he sees it. We're going to push this pawn forward. And we've got 22 seconds against 1 minute and 40. So there's a chance that I'm able to wiggle my way out of this one. But what I'm going to have to do is really just pressure him on the clock. I think immediately we go for this. He could just lock it down. This doesn't work because he can sacrifice over here. This sucks. I'm sensing a lot of problems with my queen being on this file, so we're going to put it over here so we've at least maybe got like some ideas of doing something. I'm also sort of attacking this pawn. He steps over. Fairly reasonable by our opponent there. We can grab this. Then if he captures, I grab, but then there's still this check at the end of the day. So let's just capture. This is hanging. So let's defend it. Man, my pieces suck. Okay, so he's locking it down like this. I'm worried about all of these sacrifice ideas, but I don't know how worried I need to be about it. I literally can't even move any of my pieces forward. Here, here, here. That's a long journey, but we're going to go for it. This is a new idea. My knight was doing absolutely nothing over there, so getting my knight here seems actually like an excellent, excellent plan. We jump forward. We've got tempo on the queen. He steps over here to pin that guy. We go like this. We're stepping off of this diagonal. We're grabbing this. You can come in and go for the queen trade, but we trade the queens. It gets a fast pawn. I come in here with the fork. That defends it. No, it doesn't. We go for it. He's got this, but I don't know if I care. We grab this. Now it's completely even. Don't know what to do. There's definitely this. Let's just push. And I went on time. But I did fight back. He's up a pawn. I'm not even sure, like, what am I even accomplishing with this queen attack? I don't think a whole lot. But, so I won. But it was not a convincing win at all. But I was fighting back from, like, a bad position. Yo, Junk work account. If you want, you can, are you still there? Can you comment? Can you put another comment in there? Please? Just so that I know you're there. I hope there's not, like, a super long delay or anything. Alright, we're going to smoke this 1800. Let's go. 4-move checkmate coming in clutch. Never mind. He pushed this pawn. He pushed the e-pawn, so it just was not an option. We're going to trade. Check. Bring the knight. Man, my mouse sucks. I'm going to have to figure out what to do about my mouse situation. I might just buy another mouse so that I can have a charged mouse always. Because, like, this thing, it goes by regular batteries, which is really annoying. Let's just go here. Did I walk into a fork? Yes, I did. Will he see it? No, he does not, but that's still a tempo-winning move. Now he does see it. Terrific. Excellent. Splendid. So we're going to go ahead and give this check. And we're going to go up here. And yet again, we are going to be fighting back from a completely losing position. Okay, we castled opposite, so now we're going to have some chaos. We're going to go ahead and launch this pawn. I mean, I don't necessarily love the idea of trading off my last pieces, but okay. Don't want to trade, so we're just going to step back. We're going to launch this forward because I don't know what else to do. Jesus, my mouse sucks. He's still got this. My queen is attacked. We're stepping over here. My queen was not attacked. What am I talking about? He can just take this. We step back now. Jesus, this mouse sucks, bro. Can you see, like, my thing liggity lagging all over the place, bro? Like, what am I supposed to do? Sucks, bro. Alright. Let's see if I've got some new batteries somewhere. Sorry for all of that and complaining about my mouse, but it is actually true. This mouse sucks. And it could be also, there could be a chance that I just have, like, too much streaming stuff going on. Like, I've got YouTube going, I've got OBS going, I've got the chessboard also going. Let's, what'd I do? Jesus, bro. Okay, we're good to go. The mouse is better. You guys can't actually see the mouse, but it's, like, glitching out. Okay. And, by the way, we're going to do this little trade. He's going to attack me. I'm probably going to bring the king, go for this pawn, push these two past pawns. That was the game plan. So let's do this again. Average winner. I love the name. We're going to pre-move c6, because that's how we're rocking and rolling out here. We're going to do this. Pre-move this capture. We're going to tickle this guy. Maybe he takes. If not, we go here and we kind of challenge this. If not, we put the queen here, then bring the knight. So now this is a thing, but I think we can capture first if he captures with the pawn. What just happened? I think we give a check. That didn't work. We step here. Now he's just got, like, a passed pawn in my position. So now I'm just losing. Jesus, bro. Getting absolutely destroyed. This sucks. I need to get rid of this pawn. I got a lot of stuff going on. You can pin me. We're gonna take here. We're gonna take here. Castle this way. Grab this pawn. We're officially only down by a couple things. We're gonna go boom, boom. I don't really want to trade the queens, but we are gonna try and go for this. Here we go. Queen trade. Bro, can I win this? The answer is no. The answer is no. We go here. Yes, you can get here, but I made a passed pawn. Dirty flag. Do not like to win like that. But essentially what I was going for there was like, hey, I got a lot of pawns. I think I'm actually winning this position. Let's check with the computer very, very briefly and just see who's winning. I think I'm winning. Yeah, because like what's he gonna do? Even before this, like a couple moves back, it's a draw, but I think that white is in more trouble and he has a harder to play position. Like, yes, you got a knight, but essentially I've got the opportunity for a pass pawn, and then a quick attack to make another passed pawn. And you winning this is gonna be a little bit hard unless you do it with the knight. I don't know. We'll hop right back into it. And hey, for my four concurrent viewers that are actually watching right now, can you guys put something in the chat just so I can make sure? Like right now, just boom, anything in the chat. Because I don't know if this thing is like 60 seconds delay or whatever. I said hello. That's me. Nobody in the lobby. And something that I really enjoy is playing 0+1. But I think you guys would probably prefer a 3+2. 3+2, or if somebody else shows up in the queue, then I'll play them. E4 on the board. What are we going to face? E4, E5. We're going to go with the bishop's opening. My favorite opening to play with the white pieces. I literally play this every single time that I play chess. And what we're really hoping for is his bishop coming out. That's the only opportunity really in this position for like a pretty vicious attack. It looks like, okay, everything's completely symmetrical, but we bring the queen out. If they bring this, we simply just defend, and then we're going to have a completely symmetrical structure. We're going to bring our knight. He's probably going to push, and we're going to push his pawn because we don't want to deal with all that. We might even push this pawn. We're going to break this pin because forget about all the nonsense. We're going to tickle this guy, kind of with tempo. So now we have a hiding place for this guy. We're then going to avoid all of this. Potentially he even plays something like this. And we're in the thick of it. Completely symmetrical position, essentially. I mean, the only difference is, I guess, the bishops, but more or less, this is a very, very symmetrical position. I think we're going to step up with the queen. Like, yes, he could jump in. We're going to slide all the way back. If he captures with the pawn, we jump forward. And I think we're going to go for our first little imbalance here. Where if he captures the knight, we take back with the pawn. With pretty quick ideas of trying to push in the center. So we get a ruined pawn structure. But now I got the bishop. I got a dark square bishop for this knight over here. So if I'm able to, like, you know, play decent chess. So capturing kind of sucks. So I might just push this forward. We might just go for this. Also, could I have just, like, taken? So we're going to take like this. Cool. Then we kind of got to decide what to do with this bishop over here. I guess this diagonal is probably where I'm going to be castling, so it might make sense to do something like this. I don't actually know what to do. What about this? Or this? Ooh, what about like boom, boom? And then we just try and have my bishops all the way over here and completely disregard whatever's going on over here. But he's pretty much got this move like instantly. So he can play this and then bring the queen if I do anything else with the bishop. So I guess let's do this and slide all the way back. Like essentially this could happen. And we're both going to castle this way essentially because no way I'm castling on the open files with all of these pawns over here. That is a brave boy. That is a brave boy right there. I mean, I feel like I need to castle, right? He's going to castle. We've got like basically the same amount of time. He castles. I like the idea of just like putting my rook here on my semi-open file. It's like we get some ideas. Potentially his bishop comes out. This is his only undeveloped piece. So going here would actually potentially be kind of scary. Because then he's like really trying to... Is that just a straight up blunder or am I miscalculating something? We'll go ahead and try and give him a take back. You want to take back, bro? I'll let you get it. Unless there's something I don't see. Okay, he took it. Don't ever say that I'm not a fair and good chess player. So what did I do? We played this. What was he trying to do with this bishop? He needs to do something with it. Okay, so he attacks this pawn. There's not a whole lot of great ways to defend that. So we're going to do this. He could like get into the position, but we just attack him again. So this queen, I don't know. He wants this or this. Here. We're stepping here. Then we're going to try and kick this knight out. First of all, I could play this first. So we're going to go for that. I like the idea of just pushing this pawn and kind of shutting the door on all this stuff over here. Like he could bring his knight, but he takes. So I think we're going to push. That kind of traps this knight a little bit. And this is defended. This rook totally sucks, so I want my rook to get back into the action. But man, what if I just launch another pawn at this dude? Take. Push here. Does that make any sense? Take, push. Then this is only attacked twice. But that's just straight up giving him a lot of options. But then stepping back. Okay, so we're just going to take. He takes. I push. Can he just take with the queen? And I take back. Then he takes, then I take. Yeah, he doesn't want to do that. Okay. We're stepping up. I'm scared. I'm officially scared. He defends the knight. How many things does he have attacking this? I've got enough defending it. Launching this pawn forward. He takes. I take. He can play this. I have no checks. Yeah, he can just play this. But I step over. He takes. Yeah, he's just got this. Okay, he doesn't see it. Oh, I can get out of it. I think we're going to step all the way back here. Then maybe we bring this guy back a little bit. We're kind of scared of these diagonals over here. We're going to, okay, trade once, trade there. Oh, God. Oh, God. He could also just attack this. Okay, we're going to get a little trade going on. Defended by the queen. Probably not the greatest plan in the world. Okay, let's trade. Jesus, his mouse sucks. Okay, we go here. This is not checkmate, but it's at least something kind of cool. I've also got this. We're taking that my bishop gets involved. What if he goes for this? I think I'm going to go for this. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do, so I wanted to just defend this. This. Okay. Queen trade. He attacks this. We go for this. He can defend. I think he should have gone for it. He gets in here. Okay, we step all the way back. Oh my god, now it's just a draw. I suck at chess. Probably we have to activate the king. Let's give a check first. Step here. I'm not sure. Now his king is pretty far away from all the action. We step up. I'm going to cut his king off over here. So we're going to cut this king off. The king can no longer get into the action. If I go here, let's go for this. Step up. Haha, what's up, bro? I think I'm in. Man, never give up. But he can't catch it. You gotta step back. Can't step forward, step back, my friend. We push the pawn. We go here. Again, I don't want him getting too close. So if he steps here, it's a check, and he steps back anyway. If he steps back, we make a queen. And then we're going to chase him all the way down. All the way down the board, we're going to chase this young man. Or, I mean, there's probably a better way that you can do it. We bring the king. Bring the queen. Bring the queen. And then we bring the king. I needed to take a deep breath. That endgame was terrifying. And let's look at this with the computer right quick. Definitely here in this endgame, it was a complete draw. But just because it's a draw doesn't mean you got to give up. So, time gets low. Okay, so we trade everything. I am winning. Capturing is the best move. Complete draw. I should have given the check first, but whatever. We're trading equally. I step away. He gets it. Complete draw. Now, where he really went astray was when he decided to zigzag his king all the way over here, allowing my rook to cut him off on this file. That let my king get active and kind of force the trade where my king was more active than his. So that's all we were really trying to do. Like, we have the same pieces, so all that's going to be different is when these trade is the activity of the kings. This is the exact same pawn structure, so essentially he wants his king like here, and I want my king like here. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get close to this pawn, and you're trying to get close to this pawn. And so all of these moves over here, that's not where you want your king, bro. Your king is not what's going to be taking this pawn. The kings are going to be taking the pawns most likely. And so I slide around like this, where I cut the king off. Now the king can't actually get in. I use this time to get my king as active as possible. We swing over here, and then he gives this check, and it's not a draw anymore. It's not a draw anymore, because we got opposition. All he can do is stay along this file, and I'm ready to step in ahead of him, and that is how I won that game of chess. That was epic. That was an absolutely epic endgame. Let's try and flag this guy. 3-minute casual game. Should we go for the 4-move checkmate? Let's do it. Bugger. It didn't work. So we're going to just have to revert back to the normal plan of playing a simple, normal game of chess. Okay. He attacks my queen. Okay. He can give me a pawn stack over here. Pawn stack. Unbelievable. I love it. You love to see a pawn stack. Very rare to have that ever happen in a real game of chess. And so we're going to pin that. We're going to pin that. We're going to apply a pressure to that. He defends with the king. Push, push. I mean, I've got a terrible pawn structure, so I'm thinking, who cares about castling? Let's just same side attack. This and then this kind of makes sense, actually. You could push forward. But let's do this with the idea of pushing this pawn forward. Here. Here, 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 here. We step back. He steps in again. I capture. I don't have anything to sacrifice. Trading into an endgame is probably just not going to work out for me. Push forward, capture, capture with check, you take, I take, you take. Launch this pawn, you take, I take. We're stepping back, dude. You hate to play a move like that, but I don't know what else to do. We're launching these pawns, bro. And I burnt all of my time on that. We're launching this pawn. We're pushing this pawn. Go for it with the knight, bro. Go for it. I'll sacrifice in a heartbeat. Okay. That also is hanging this rook over here. Sacrifice. Knight gets in. What about this? King has to step up. Then this comes with check. Then you get in. Bring in a knight, dude. I don't know what else to do. This guy is absolutely bullying me. I'm getting absolutely bullied. He's up 2 pawns. My attack has never broken through. Ugh. Sucks. We're launching this. "43 seconds. Okay, capture, capture. This is now scary. If he pushes, I can capture. This comes with check. You step back here. Then we go for a pin. Go for a little pin checkmate idea. Okay, we're threatening this. You can push a pawn. Okay, we bring this back. We're going for this. Then bring in this rook. Bring in the rook. Fork these guys. Grab this. Grab this. Attack the rook. Push a pawn. I don't know what else to do. This guy is so trapped. Take. That's scary. 15 seconds. Can I clutch this up? Can I clutch this up in 15 seconds for my 2 viewers? Okay, we're going to go check. Check. Go for this. Bro. We're grabbing this pawn. Check. Oh, this one. Only one person saw that, bro. Did you see that? Ah! That was epic. That was absolutely an epic endgame right there. Oh my goodness. But I feel like I was probably doing quite well, and it took me forever to actually simplify that. Let's go through this game just real quick. Yeah, absolutely crushing. But I could not figure out what to do with this attack. So this triple pawn stack was definitely terrible, but he didn't know how to deal with it. Okay, so we got the triple pawn stack. I'm losing. Officially, I'm losing. The sacrifice was actually what needed to happen. I'm really losing. We step over, bring the rook, launch a pawn. We get the check. This move made sense. We could have just grabbed the rook, okay? So we could have grabbed the rook, attacking the queen, threatening checkmate, like all in one. Why did I step back with the bishop? Obviously, I grabbed the rook. I saw that earlier and just ignored it. So now I'm just hardly winning. We then put it right back to attack the rook. I guess I had 28 seconds, so whatever. We get the fork, we get this, trade the queens, and now the attack just landed. I'm up a rook. And yeah, just figuring out how to trade these guys at the end. That was the error. We're gonna go with another 3+2. We're gonna check what time it is. Oh, my boy Isaac sees it. He's here. Well. Cheyenne Walker. Alright, Carl Khan. This is a 3+2, so no fliggity flagging in the endgame. We're going to do this. I believe the Tartakower variation. We're going to trade. Here. He can bring the knight and sacrifice the queen. I believe this. Where you sacrifice the queen. Here, here, here. I don't think that it's so much fun for me. So I think you have to push this pawn first, actually. Then I get to attack the queen. and zigzag and protect this crazy diagonal. Okay, so we attack the queen. He can just pin me. I think we go for this. Kind of defends against some of these ideas. And as of right now, his bishop is in the way of the pawn. Then we're going to go here, because the pin never happened, so we're not worried about it. And I'm probably going to have to play something like boom boom, because what is this bishop actually doing? I somehow locked him in jail. We're going to same side castle. Up with the queen to defend this stuff. He could like attack my queen. Okay, so we're going to go here. And we've got this laser beam looking at this over here. Okay, so he wants to do this. I think what we're going to do is force this trade. I guess he could play this. And then actually I might be in just a little bit of trouble. I might have to attack the queen. Okay. So we're going to go like this. He can threaten checkmate, but I might just throw my pawn in his face. And then essentially I've locked my light square bishop in jail. So I'm going to have to push this pawn to get him out. Or just go for this pawn sacrifice. Okay. So I've got the only dark square bishop in the position. So I'm going to reformulate my defense and do it like this. We're going to go boom, boom. Is the idea. If the knight moves... But I'm pushing this pawn over here. Okay. Okie dokie. Playing this. We're playing this. Maybe then even a pawn push here. Oh, there's a cat in this room, and my face is so itchy. Okay, so he's threatening this checkmate. For one, I can play this. For two, I can play this. I like this better, and like I said, I'm going to have my dark square bishop is going to be the guardian of my king over here. The little dark square defender. So he grabs a pawn. That sucks. We have to trade, no? Go ahead and develop my bishop. He can hit us with a check, but we just step up. Okay, so that's probably the best move. We got to do something with my bishop. Probably he could just play this. And now I'm just comfortably losing. I'm just comfortably losing. So we're going to have to trade this. Attack, attack. Here, here. Going for this. You can just push this pawn. Yep. So we're going to push. We're going to push and try and make some chaos over here. I have the bishop versus knight in an endgame where I'm down a pawn. It's terrific. And by the way, any of my 3 viewers, please put stuff in the chat just so that I know you're here. The last comment was like, I want to make sure like my stream hasn't crashed or something. So if you guys could like comment literally anything, that would be cool. And also, if you want to play a game, just go ahead, shoot me a little request. So I'm getting a little bit destroyed over here. Looks like he wants to go for knight here. So I'm straight up just going to push. He's got a 4-on-2 essentially on this side of the board. So here, 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 here. It doesn't work out for me. We're going to go here. Definitely the knight is going to get into the position. But that made a square for my bishop to defend this square. So I think we're going to go boom, 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 boom. Knight goes. If he goes... We're really just trying to make some sort of solo pawn. If we can just make some sort of solo pawn or something, essentially a passed pawn for the opponent or whatever, then if I can get like bishop versus knight and get rid of these rooks, I feel a little bit better about my my prospects of winning. And so like boom, 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 I get this pawn. We're going for this. He could just push, but then I grab this. So take. If the pawn takes, I take. Ooh. Ooh, that's fancy. So we're gonna take. Then jump in. He might trap my rook in jail, which is terrifying. He could literally like bring the king and win my rook somehow, because my rook would not be able to escape. You had to figure out the chat. Oh, bro, there are 1 million viewers. 4 million now, actually, if you're keeping count. This is my fourth stream ever. I'm new to this. This is my fourth stream. I generally just record videos and post them on YouTube. What's up, bro? Are you ready to play? Let's do it. And I'm not like these other streamers, bro. If you wanna put like the right moves in the chat, dude, I'm not beyond getting some advice against these guys. So I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. I'm gonna put my my rook here, get him trapped in jail. Okay, he attacks the rook. This is an active square, right? Was this threatening anything? We gotta be scared about these forks, but this is a passed pawn. Okay. You could just push. You can just push. You can also just go for something like this. This is not a fun to play position, but he has 23 seconds. Almost just walked into a fork. That would suck. Get that gosh darn knight out of here, bro. I can go here, and then I have to step back and defend. No fun. Okay. Okay. Now he can just get the knight here. Okay, boom. What about something like this? Knight goes here. Then I push. Capture. You can't capture back. We're going for this. Capture. I am trying to make something happen here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going down without a fight. Capture. You capture with the knight, I take. You can't take back, I take your rook. He's realizing it, and he runs out of time because he realized we're going to be in an equal position. 1-0. Are you the guy that I'm playing right now? I do not have a FIDE rating. I actually kind of suck. At chess. I played in one unrated tournament when I was like 17 or something. Have a good night, bro. Thank you so much for watching, and dream about chess. Oh, that guy sent a comment, but I didn't even read it. All right, let's face this guy. See what he's got going for him. We're playing a 2+2. I like that. Perfect squares. A little bit of a fan of mathematics. And so it counts as blitz, does it not? We're going to go here, coaxing this little pawn push. Well, he didn't have to trade immediately, but some positions you get, they get this little pawn push and you go for a pawn break. It's not going to happen this game, so I don't need to explain it. Boy is getting aggressive real quick. We don't want to lose my light square bishop, so I'm making a little luft for him. We're going to castle this way. This guy is a little bit scary, so we're going to go queen, knight, capture, queen to the middle is what I'm seeing immediately. If we're able to make that happen like this. Okay, we're going to step over. We're losing my bishop for no reason. Also, we're going to get a little bit of a ruined pawn structure. We're going to get the double doozy. The double doozy is what we're going to get. Ruined pawn structure, and we lost the bishop. But fret not. I'll show you how to fight back from a losing-ish position. Okay. I can defend the knight, or I can move the knight. I think moving the knight is a little bit more preferable. Do you yes, I'm reading. I don't want to artist. I don't know if I want to play a 10-minute game because those are long. Okay, so capture, 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 capture. Knight is hanging. I need to do something, right? Queen is hanging. Well, I'm going to show you how to absolutely lose a game of chess. This sucks. Okay, what am I actually supposed to do here? Ugh, no fun. Absolutely no fun. Cool. He can just move this knight literally anywhere and like force a trade, attack some stuff. Me jumping forward and getting this doesn't even win the pawn. So he wants to trade the knights. I don't want to trade the knights, so I'm literally going to step all the way back. Make no mistake about it, the best computer move was probably to trade. Oh my god. Now my rook, resign. Rematch. Taking a deep breath, and I'm going to actually just blow this dude off the board. But let's check. Who sent me this? Did we already play a game? I guess not. Belarus. I just went on a date with a girl from Belarus, and they speak Russian there. I did not know that, so I thought she was from Russian. But a very pretty girl. And ultimately we went on 2 dates, and then she said we're not compatible. Okay, so I wanted to play the Alien Gambit, which is why I went into this line. And unfortunately, the drawback of playing the Alien Gambit is I don't know the lines in this position anymore. So I actually don't know what I'm doing. Let's just trade. When you're in a position that you don't fully understand, I think you just want to generally trade some stuff. We're going to break this pin. We're going to go with basic chess principles. Tickle this guy. If you trade, we trade. It's not the end of the world. And we're going to castle. Then I'm going to put my knight in the middle. Probably the bishop's going to come here and prevent that, so maybe we'll go for a pin. And we've just got a game of chess. We've just got a game of chess in our hands. Completely equal. And like I said, we are going to pin this knight. If he can unpin with like the threats of this, capturing is not even really like ruining the pawn structure in front of my king. So like if you see this capture right here, so this pin is actually kind of stupid. Okay, and if I play back and then he brings the queen, then I'm stuck here where the trade happens and he gets the queen in. So we're stepping all the way back. The reason I don't go for this is because when the queen comes up, for one, I take and then open this up and he just castles to this side and then I'm just getting blown off the board. So we're stepping back. He still has not castled, so what I'm thinking is just a little a4 action. A little sign to my opponent that he will not be bullying me. And so sometimes it's not the greatest move, but when you're playing a human, I think what he's thinking about is moving his queen somewhere and castling long. Because I have already committed my king and he has not. So arguably the best move is this, just to castle, but the more fun and human move would be to scoot the queen up and castle opposite. And he kind of has a lead in development of all that, so yes, scooting up. So I think what we're going to do is just launch this pawn. And if he castles this way, we're going to push the pawn again. And so this is basically saying, castle same side, or we're really going to have an attacking game of chess, where he's kind of got the lead in the attack with the pieces, but I have the lead in attack with the pawns. So it's hard to say who is actually winning. Doble. I'm going to try it. Doble noche. Doble noche. I'm pretty sure that's how you say goodnight in Russian. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. We're gonna just make a move. Oh wait, I was talking about pushing the pawn. Why did I not push the pawn? Well, I didn't push the pawn because he hasn't actually castled. Ooh, same side castling game of chess. Let's go. We're going to move this bishop because now this pin is not something we're super worried about. And this would ruin the pawn structure, and this will activate my queen. This is maybe a little bit scary. To a bad chess player, to me it's not that scary. because the knight defends, and the bishop can't checkmate me. It's just a check. Yeah, we can absolutely play a game, bro. Absolutely. Okay, so the options here are die by a pawn, die by a few different things, or step back. So we're going to step back. If he jumps in, then we'll take, then he takes. And then we have a bishop versus knight situation, but we're going to try and fix it by going back here and then knight to the middle of the board, where if he takes, takes, and then I go like this, and then this will be the open file in the position. Does that make sense? Boom, boom, capture. But then we do a little tickle, and we jump in with a knight. Oh, you want to trade equally. I'm actually really okay with that. So he gets tempo on my queen, but I think I just step forward. And what we need to be worried about is this check and this sacrifice and this sacrifice. I don't think any of them do anything all that amazing. So we're going to step forward with the queen, where this is defended and this is defended. These kind of crucial squares. So he steps back. I can jump in, capture, 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 capture. And then we just play an end game. Who's winning in that end game? I think it's a complete draw, but he's got 39 seconds. So I'm actually okay with boom, 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 rook to the open file. I come here. He could plant it firmly here, but I just take. One of the pawns would take. Let's do it. We're going to just go into a king and pawn endgame with the rooks, essentially. And we're going to see who's faster. He can go here. I could kick him out of there, but it actually attacks this, so I'm going to have to trade. Boom. He could trade this way, but I'm going to defend. If he goes this way, okay, so I have time to defend that. This makes a way for my king. So we're doing this because it defends this. I'm probably going to need to do that anyway, and bringing the king is the most important thing now. So it looks like he wants to go for this. I need to activate my rook, so we're going to just go ahead and do that. He could play this, then this. He could also like push and figure out a way to get in and attack this pawn. And my king is pretty far from that side of the board, but the general game plan is bring the king. Here, here. King is now activated. We're going to push a pawn. Push a pawn. Push a pawn. Step up with the rook so it's defended. He can get in. But now this guy is actually undefended. He wants a draw? I don't know about all that. I don't want to draw. I say we wiggle on down in the clock. We make something happen. We make something happen. Here, here, here. I don't want to allow this king to get in. So that's really not a whole lot of fun. What about this? This, this, passed pawn. Then I come back. What about pushing here? Capture, capture. We make a pass pawn there. Here. Here, here. Here, here. Maybe I do step back like this. No, that allows the king in this way. I don't actually know what to do. I think we're just going to shuffle back like this. I can't really leave this file, and neither can he. Just play a move. You can play this. 9 seconds, though. Here. Here, here. That lets him in. That might have been losing, but you know what? We go for this. Check. Here. Capture. Oh, I definitely just blundered a little bit. Capture, capture, capture. He steps over. Oof. Playing this. Yikes. I was stupid. Just allowed the king to get in. Awesome. Now he gets over here. Okay. Okay. You can grab this. It was a draw. Absolutely. But I decided to be stupid. I decided to be stupid. And now I'm going to pay the price for it. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So I should have, I could have accepted the draw. The only reason that I didn't, and I just want you to know this, is because I was trying to go for the content. I figured, you know what, nobody wants to see a draw. Let's try and make something happen. And so, ultimately, I mean, yeah, it's just a draw. Going for this to keep the game going on. I didn't know how fast this guy could play. I was hoping maybe he would make a blunder, but absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I know it was a draw. I know. But I was trying to, like, you know, make just something fancy happen. Do you want to go again? Does anybody else in the chat want to go again? You guys can just go on Lichess, and if you can see this up here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, just shoot me a message. Challenge, message, whatever you guys want to do. I'm going to be playing for like another 20 minutes. So if you guys want to do it, just go ahead and do it. Or not. I'll just play with myself. You know what I mean? Don't mind me. And let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. I wish, where does it say? Yeah, black offers draw right here. Absolutely, bro. Let's play again. Didn't I just play the white pieces? Did I? I forget. So, I would like to play the Alien Gambit, where I will almost most definitely lose. But let's just go for it, dude. Let's just absolutely, we're going to go for it. You're installing? Lichess, yeah. Laura, I'm just letting you know you're probably going to win this game, but it's going to be exciting. Check. The pawn comes. The knight comes. We then develop this. If he pushes c5, then I'm going to be a little sad, because that kind of just ruins the attack. Okay. We then step up, right? Here, here, here. The knight goes to the middle, but then I have check, back, at least a fork. I think we have to play this, no? And we take with this. Kind of like clogs the position. He can attack, but we've got this check now. But I don't have an attacker. Oh, man, I don't actually know how to play the Alien Gambit all that well. Because we got to do something with this guy. Not a lot of great options. Trading off my pieces isn't all that much fun. We give this check. Here, and then just the rook comes. This. King steps back. I mean, I feel like we got to play it. I am almost definitely going to lose this game. I already traded off too much stuff, I feel like. I don't think there's much coming back from this. We have this check now, which makes me feel a little bit better about the situation, I suppose. But then the king runs this way. So what if I just go ahead and attack this pawn? Here, here, here. The queen gets in. Let's play this. So if he plays here, I can go this way. That's the idea. And I never castled. I should have probably castled at some point. King goes over there. Put my bishop here and we're going to castle this way now. The king looks like he's going on this side of the board. He can bring the rook now. But I might step all the way over here and apply pressure to this pawn. So he's really running for it. I think we take the time to play something like this. A queen trade. I disagree with that. Definitely down a knight. Good luck for now. Thank you so much. I'm in an absolutely not fun to play position right now, but you know, we're going to make the most of it. We are absolutely going to make the most of it. Try and have a little fun. What about this? We step back. We step back. The new idea is to like go here maybe, or here. I probably need to be castling. Would make a lot of sense. I think I need to castle. This gets the knight out of there. Like that attacks the knight. The knight could go here. Yes. Oh, okay, we go here. Oh, no, I should have gone somewhere else. Now my queen is locked in this little box. I completely just trapped my queen. Play something else. This is kind of covered. You can step back. We just got to keep this game afloat is what we really need to be doing here. We step over. The idea would be like this check. Only move that doesn't officially like lose my bishop in one move. Okay. This is scary, bro. This is not fun. We're going to then go here. I'm pretty sure he can just step back, but then we step over. I do not think I'm making a comeback from this. I'm the one getting attacked. Go for this diagonal instead. He can shut the door on my face. Go here to attack the knight, sort of. Ay, ay, ay. Let's attack this knight first. Oops, he can get out of it with check. Then I step forward. Then he trades with check. Okay. Okay. Check here. Comes back. That sucks. That sucks. You can just bring the queen in. And that's a loss. That's a loss right there. Should have tried to defend that somehow. Check. Not a whole lot of great options. Yeah, I can't stop that pawn. We grab this. We launch this. Tickle him. Push. Fuck. He figured it out, bro. There's nothing I can do. Wow, well played, bro. Well played. I feel like I might have had some chances, but I'm just completely frozen right now. I literally can't even move my pieces, bro. Bro, I think that I potentially had some chances here in the end. I mean, maybe I have to look at the computer analysis, but probably not. Nothing, bro. Nothing to be done. Nothing to be done. Wow, well played. But again, I did go for the Alien Gambit, did I not? So what did we really expect from all that? And this isn't the mainline Alien Gambit. So if we actually do look at the computer analysis, I was probably never actually winning. I already have an ongoing computer analysis. Bro, just give me the accuracies. And if you want, just in the top, you can just recommend a game. If you want to play again, we can play again as well. Nobody else is joining. So let's check. Flip this bad boy around and just see where we're at. Is this right, bro? We got a challenge. Let's do it, bro. All right. 1600. We will go with the Caro-Kann. Okay. Okay. And I don't know if you've been paying attention, but this might be your opportunity to absolutely destroy me because I've literally lost like 10 games in a row. With ease, I have lost these games. It's like I haven't even been trying. So we're going to tickle this guy. He steps back, and you know what? I don't want to deal with any of this pin nonsense, so we're straight up just bringing the bishop back. You know what? I'm not good enough of a chess player. He can get out of that with a check. So I think we're going to just trade. 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 Just trade everything. Why not? We'll go here. He goes there. And we'll castle. You can kind of get into the position. But I can jump forward. Now there's a few things attacking this, but I think I can jump forward. Trade, trade. The bishop will take, this will take, this will take, this will take. Let's do it. I trust my calculation. I trust it. I guess this knight could jump forward first, but then I take here. And then you take here, 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 here. So we're going to just do everything that I said. And we'll just rush into an end game. Absolutely equal everything. Sometimes that happens when you play the Caro-Kann. We're going to take this first. Unless I made some horrendous blunder. But now he has an identifiable weakness in the position. And so I guess what we really want to be going for now is a way to get my king there. So I'm kind of like in this. Is there any like fork or anything with this guy? I think we're going to play this first. Then this. Then this. Okay, so that's actually not going to work anymore. I could stay on this diagonal. That's an interesting idea. I can kind of always, at will, move around. But this walks directly into some sort of... Like, this just gives me a split pawn structure. Which I don't love. This kind of walks into, like, him boomeranging around. Like this, this, this. I could play this. Let's just go ahead and get the pawn split. Why not? We'll go ahead and do it. Fair enough. I think we go for this now. We go for the bishop. He could just go back and then we take, and then his pawns clump together, which I don't love. But let's do it. Why not? Is there something I'm missing? I sure hope not. But we're going to go for this bishop. We're going to go for the bishop versus knight scenario. Okay, we take. Got to take back with something. We then attack this guy. And we can attack here. Can we not? If he goes here, we could just take. If he goes here, we attack. If he pushes, we take. If he goes here, we just don't want his knight to arrive to this square, but it doesn't seem super easy for his knight to actually do that in a very few amount of moves. So we're doing the bishop versus knight. The tango, you could call it. The bishop versus knight tango. And I like the prospects of... Okay, so I attack this, right? He goes here, then here is what he wants. Here, here. But I'll get both of these. Boom, 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 boom. Then I push forward. He defends it and traps my bishop, bro. How do I not see a simple move like that? Now he can literally just bring this guy, and I'm cooked. So I think we have to launch is what needs to be played now. Or I just completely lost my bishop. I think he can just play this. Yeah, and then I'm lost. I'm so lost. Ugh, the tango. The bishop versus knight tango. Never works out the way you want it to. This isn't even a good idea because his king just gets in. So we're going to play this. Don't know what else to do. Then we're going for this. This. And my bishop's still trapped, bro. But this, I would at least get the bishop out. This move, boom. So I think I would just be losing in the endgame. But here, then I get out. I got nothing else to think about. That's what we're going for. Boom, boom. Bishop escapes. We have somehow survived that. He could have just had the idea of grab the bishop and he would have won the game. But now we are doing whatever you want to call this. If I go here. Wait. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. He's still got this. But if I can at least touch these pawns, like he can come in. If he touches, I still play this. So we're going to try and make a pass pawn right here. We go here. He takes. I'm in. He steps over. I make a pass pawn. Boom, boom. Then we lock down the position somehow, and we're just in a drawish endgame, but I might be able to figure it out. So this is an opportunity to just win that pawn, so I'm going to do it now. Then we take. He steps here. I would prefer to make my pass pawn as far to the side as possible, but I don't know if there's a way to do that. Here. Does this make sense? But then he just goes. I think I needed to play that. Oh my god. Now he plays this. Fudge. Here. He can step back. 9 seconds. I need to be playing faster. He plays this. He locks it down. Oh my goodness. I'm so bad at chess. We push forward. He steps in. Oh my god, bro. I'm so bad. I am so bad at chess. We'll rematch. We're not even going to analyze that. And I got people sending me stuff on my phone about how terrible I am. Yes, I know, bro. I know. Alright. Bishop sacrifice. Uncalculated bishop sacrifice. We give a check with the queen. He defends with the pawn. I'm just kidding. This was a very calculated bishop sacrifice. I just know this line. We then grab this bishop over here. This pawn normally comes pushing here. We grab this pawn here. What am I supposed to play here? I'm castling this way, bro. Guess there's a lot of different things that can be played here. The knight jumps in. He can definitely attack my queen. I can go for a knight, but I kind of like the idea of just castling. Seems to be a reasonable-ish move. We then bring another knight Is my queen gonna get trapped, bro? We trade. Queen comes in. I step up, attacking the rook. The rook moves. Don't love it. I step back. He just attacks me again. Then I step over with check. He attacks me again. I step up. He could attack me again. I step up. He attacks me again. He could go for a draw. If I step over here, seems okay. Definitely don't want to waste any more time that I have just wasted. But I'm not 100% sure like what I'm supposed to be doing here. He could just kind of force something. But I like the idea of like boom, boom, because he has to capture with the pawn. So he's going for this. But I think I can step over. And we're chilling, right? I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Help. We go for a queen trade. That doesn't seem very reasonable at all. We step over with the knight. I don't want to do that either. I could push, but then he just pushes here. And if I capture, 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 I lose. So I could push forward, but then this comes. So I think we go for this. It attacks the queen. And it kind of gets in the way of this. So actually this doesn't come immediately. But Jesus, this guy is just relentless. Absolutely relentless. He's not giving me any time to breathe. We step forward. This bishop is an issue. This is scary. But I think we have time to capture. Or like go here. Okay, so we're really scared about this guy. So I want to just get rid of him. This is also no longer a pin. But I can capture like this. If he captures back, there's a fork. Then I jump in with this fork. He has to capture. I can take with the rook. Is there anything better? I can just capture, but let's go for this one. Okay. Rook in the position. Here is kind of my new plan. What about this? Does that make any sense? What about doing something with this guy? We're going here. You can definitely start pushing these pawns. This supports this. Oh, I like that. We go here. This is a check first. He steps back. We step this way. This has gotten completely out of hand. "26 seconds. Jesus. I could just push. And does that do anything? Here, here. Going for something. He's got this pawn push. I'm so scared. I also have this, which seems actually quite nice. Go for this. The queen takes. Step back. This moves the knight, which I feel like I probably need. Then I can push again. Push, push. That's my new plan. This. Then my knight goes here. Also defending this. Let's attack this guy. Okay. We push here. We're just going for it. I don't know what else to do. 15 seconds against 22. This has just gotten into an absolutely ridiculous game of chess. We're going to take here. Defend with this. He's got this pawn push, but it doesn't work. We're going to take. Take. Over here. And I'm like up a pawn, but it's like, bro, hardly. Oh my goodness. Go for this. We're attacking this. Check. Here to kind of threaten stuff over here. Trying to get active with the king. Bro. He's going to win this pawn. We defend. He's got this check. We step. Oh my god, he got this check and he wins this pawn and I can't stop it. Oh my goodness. God damn it, bro. Jeez, bro. How did I throw that away? Ugh. Breaks my heart. Bro, I feel like my position was so good. My position was so good, and I just completely blunder in an endgame. Like, if you're telling me there wasn't some sort of, look at this, +2. And what did I play incorrectly? Let's take a little moment to study this. Okay. Here. The pawn, we capture. The knight. The pin isn't as good. I need to bring the knight first. Then we bring a knight, not even to the right square. We push a pawn. Castle. Bring the knight. Bro, +3. We step over with the king. We step over with the knight. Capture. I guess either one was fine. I'm still winning, but hardly. Then there's a sacrifice here, but whatever. We push a pawn. We give a check. All sorts of sacrifices here. Such as here. Oh, and then I just get this with check and attacking this. Okay, so there was tactics that I just straight up missed. Even back here, I know that I'm winning. Capture. Step back with the queen. Pawn push. Capture. And I'm just still winning. Okay, now it's more of a draw, but... Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking, bro. Absolutely heartbreaking. If I lose this game, we're done. Next game that I lose, I'm going to the gym right now. End of stream. I'm so sorry, guys, but if I don't go to the gym now, I won't have time to go there later. So thank you so much for everybody that played and beat me. Let's take a quick look at my profile. How many games did I lose out of this? I won 4 and I lost 7. So that is not very good. I lost over half of the games that I played. I like double. So thank you so much. I'm sorry, Lara, Palmer, Mr. Palmer, Miss Palmer, whatever it is. I need to get out of here. So love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye. I'm still not 100% sure which thing ends the stream. How do I end the stream?